Hello students, welcome back to our online class. So students, today we'll start English 2 chapter 6, that is pronouns. Okay. So students, take out page number 31, pronouns. Okay, now what do you understand by pronoun? Pronoun means, actually the word means for a noun. Okay, for a noun. Noun, is not it? Pronoun, for a noun. Clear? Now what is the definition of pronoun? So the definition of pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun is called pronoun. So a word that is used instead of a noun. Now what is noun? Ram, Hari, Guwahati, is not it? So these are noun. So instead of a noun, okay, so we can use because of this repetition of these nouns, we can use pronoun. Okay, so by replacing the noun. So the word that is used instead of a noun is called pronoun. For example, Hari is absent because Hari is ill. Now what we can write? So what we can write? Hari is absent because Hari is ill. So instead of that, what we can write? Hari is absent because this is a noun or not? One time already we have used Hari, is not it? So no need to use the second noun. Hari is absent because he is ill. So this is the noun. Instead of noun, we have used pronoun, and that is why the definition says. So the word used instead of a noun is called pronoun. Again, one example. Malini brought new pens. She kept them in cupboard. So Malini brought new pens. Okay, full stop. Then instead of Malini, we can use she. She kept, you have used new pens, is not it? So we can use them. She kept them in cupboard. Clear? There are many kinds of pronouns. Okay, so what are the kinds of pronoun? Number one is personal pronoun. Second one is reflexive pronoun. Third one is emphatic pronoun. Then fourth one is demonstrative pronoun. Fifth one is relative pronoun. And sixth one is possessive pronoun. Seventh is interrogative pronouns. So students, we will discuss all the kinds of nouns in detail. So let us discuss about personal pronoun. Now what is personal pronoun? Do you know what is meaning of personal pronoun? So personal pronouns are words that are used to replace nouns that name people, places, animal and things. Okay. So we have studied what is a pronoun. Pronoun means the use instead of a noun. So these are also replaced nouns that name people. Hari, he, Seema, she. So I, me, you, it, he, she, her, we, us, they, them are personal pronouns because they stand for the three persons. Now I see this is the chart which I have made for you. Okay, this is the chart. So this chart is very important, children. Please learn the chart. Now no need to write, just you understand this chart. I'll be sending the pic in WhatsApp. Now you just pay attention what I am going to say. Now I have written here first person, second person, third person down. Do you know what is the first person, second person and third person? Now the first person is the person who is speaking. That first person. Okay. Now what is the person who is speaking? Like I, me, us, we. These are first person. Remember it. Then what is the second person? The person spoken to. The person to whom I am speaking. Okay, the person spoken to. That is the second person. That is you. Okay, that is you. Only you. Now what is the third person? Third person, the person spoken of. He's not present. Okay, we are speaking of that person. The person spoken of. It is the third person. Okay. Student, who is the third person? He, him, she, her, it, they and them are called third person. So they are personal pronouns because they stand for three persons, that is the first person, second person and third person. So example of personal pronoun. Okay, what's the matter with these plants? They are all drying up. So can you say which is the personal pronoun? So we are talking about the plants. Okay, what is the matter with these plants? Okay, now they are replaced instead of plants, so they will be the personal pronoun. They are all drying up, that is the plants are all drying up. Clear? So students, see, just now I have told regarding first person, second person and third person. Okay, this is the person. The word person does not only mean the human beings. Okay, it can refers to animals or things also. It doesn't mean that first person is there, so it will be only the person. It includes the person, animals or things also. Clear? So we know that a sentence has a subject and can also have an object. So a pronoun can be the subject or the object of a sentence. So Karim spoke first. He gave a powerful speech. Karim spoke first. Full stop. He gave a powerful speech. Now Karim is the subject. Now in place of Karim we are writing he. So he is the subject pronoun. Again, what is the now example of object pronoun? The coach met the team and offered them very useful tips. The coach met the team, all the class of the team. Okay, and offered them. What he offered? The coach offered the team. Okay, very useful tips. So the them will be here object noun. How? Because there is one chart, children. See, this is the chart of subject noun and object. So the subject pronoun and object pronoun. These things also you have to remember. Then only you can distinguish between subject pronoun and object pronoun. Clear? Now what is subject pronoun? First person, second person, third person. First person singular number, first person plural number. Second person singular number, second person plural number. Third person singular number, third person plural number. Clear? So you have to remember this chart. Singular stands for I, plural we. Second person you will remain you. Third person he, she, it. Plural it will be they. Okay, now object pronoun. First person me, plural us. Second person you will remain you. Third person singular number will be him, her, it. Third person plural number will be them. So in the sentence what I have told just now, the coach met the team, the useful tips. So and offered them. Now can you say what is them? Them is object pronoun, because in chart can you see object? See, them is third person plural number. This them is object pronoun. Let's begin. Reflexive pronoun. Now what is reflexive pronoun? Now, when we use words such as myself, yourself, himself and herself to refer back to the subject. Now what is the subject? He, she is not it. Then if it is the object of the sentence also, if it is the object also, okay, then these words are called reflexive pronouns. Now what are then? Now reflexive pronouns end with, the reflexive pronoun ends with self or selves. Okay, it ends with selves, like herself. Okay, now this is self singular and selves plural. Clear? Now for example, I hurt myself. I hurt myself. We is a plural. We hurt ourselves. The horse hurt itself. Okay, because we don't know he or her. The horse hurt itself. These myself, ourselves, itself are called reflexive pronoun. Why? They refer back to the subject or the object of a sentence. Clear? Now students, what is emphatic pronouns? Okay, when compound personal pronouns are used to put emphasis on the subject, they are called emphatic pronouns. Now what is compound personal pronouns? So compound personal pronouns means when self is added to me, your, her, it, or selves to you, your, them, then we get compound personal pronouns, which are also called reflexive pronouns, which just now we have studied, is not it? So these are called compound personal pronouns. So it is said that when compound personal pronouns, that is herself, see this is herself, himself, are used to put emphasis on the subject, that is he, she, they are called emphatic pronouns. Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, for example, so I will go myself, is not it? So I laid emphasis only on me. It laid emphasis only on me, not to others, is not it? So I will go myself. So this is not here personal pronoun. Okay, this is not personal pronoun over here. It is emphatic pronoun, because this I am talking to only myself. I will go by myself. Okay, so second example I'll be giving you. So you express yourself very imperfectly. Okay, you express yourself very imperfectly. That means you are speaking about yourself. You express yourself very imperfectly. That is why this yourself is emphatic pronoun. Why this yourself is, it put emphasis on the subject, that is you, and here myself, it lays emphasis on I, and that is why the definition is said when the compound personal pronouns used to lay emphasis on the subject, they are called emphatic pronouns. Okay, so we'll end here, and in the next class we shall study about the rest of the pronouns. Okay, till then, thank you.